KUSI's Matt Pritchard joins us live tonight. And Matt, certainly they could have opened up earlier, so what took so long?
Yeah, Ginger, the owner tells me that certainly they had that opportunity, but it really didn't make much sense for them to do it because if only 5 or 10 people are going to show up, well, then they just don't seem that they're going to make money if they do, in fact, open the doors. But one particular movie premiere in particular had the owner's attention, and it was the perfect time to welcome Coronado back into the Village Theater. After 19 months of passing a dark marquee on Orange Avenue,
and $9.75 would be your change.
Coronado is ready to go to the movies again.
This is part of Coronado. They did such a good job remodeling this years ago. It's a great theater, good atmosphere. The people here that work it are so nice. So it's just a great place to see a movie.
Back in March of 2020, the Village Theater shut its doors due to COVID-19, leaving employees with more questions than answers.
It was a very tough time for the past year or so because everything was up in the air, what's going on and stuff like that. But yeah, we're back now and it feels good to be back.
Moviegoers went through a similar set of emotions, wondering when their local theater would finally burst back onto the screen.
No matter what COVID did to the other establishments, we were hoping that the movie house would come back sooner, but you know, better late than never. So we're excited to support the owners and the operation and be here for a fantastic film.
The grand opening features one of the greatest cinema franchises of all time, Daniel Craig, and his last outing as James Bond in No Time to Die, a spy thriller that has the attention of both young fans.
I haven't been to the Coronado movie theater in a long time thanks to COVID, so I would say I'm pretty pumped for it.
And those that have watched 007 through the decades.
Going up with the dad, going out to see James Bond movies, now he's getting to go with me. What a treat, especially here in Coronado finally opening, so it's exciting.
Workers at the Village agree, adding they're just thrilled to finally be back open, putting the nightmare of the last 19 months behind them.
All day people have been asking, when are you going to sell tickets, when are you going to sell tickets? Like at least 50 people have asked.
There was one other reason why the owner says they couldn't reopen so quickly. You might remember on Good Evening San Diego at 4, 5, and 6, I was talking about that global supply chain and all the issues that they've been dealing with. Well, get this. The Village Theater is trying to install new seats into its theaters. You guessed it. It's on a ship in the Pacific right now, and they haven't been able to get access to them. The owner says he wanted it for the grand reopening, but at one point, they just had to say enough is enough and get these doors open to the public. So at some point, they'll have brand new seats, but they, just like everybody else, are waiting for their goods to arrive. Ginger?
So, Matt, what else is ahead for the Village Cinema in the coming months?
Yeah, certainly next month, the Coronado Film Festival is going to be here. A few showings right behind me at the Village, November 11th. So they're just thrilled to have this thing back open, to have people back in the seats and showing movies here on Coronado Island.
Absolutely back in business is ringing truth to the ears. Thank you, Matt.